May I have your attention, please? Welcome to Spring Commencement at SUNY Plattsburgh. The ceremony will begin in just a few minutes. We ask you to please take your seats as soon as possible and clear the aisle so the ceremony can begin. As a reminder, please turn off all cell phones, pagers, and other electronic alarms. Finally, for your safety, please take a few moments to locate the nearest exit, and in the event of an emergency, please follow our directions. And thank you again for coming to today's important event.
Good morning, Cardinals. I'm Alexander Agnetti, president of the State University of New York College at Plattsburgh. It is my incredible pleasure to welcome you to Spring Commencement 2022 in person. So please remain standing for our national anthem sung by members of the Plattsburgh State Gospel Choir. Please be seated. Before we introduce our platform guests today, I would like to pause for a moment of silence in recognition of the 10 lives lost 1 week ago in Buffalo. At Plattsburgh, we grieve for their families and we send our deepest condolences to the entire community as they heal and recover from this senseless and intolerable act of violence. Thank you. As I introduce our platform guests today, I ask that they each stand when their name is called. First, Mr. Gregory Roars, a member of the class of 2022 and today's student speaker. Dr. Ann Herzog, Provost and Vice President, Academic Affairs. Dr. Neville Strumpf, today's recipient of an honorary degree from the State University of New York. The Honorable Billy Jones, New York Assemblyman, 115th District. Mr. Jim Coffey, a member of the College Council. Ms. Sydney Grant, a member of the College Council. Mr. Martin Mannix, Chair of the College Council. Mr. Matthew Veach, Second Vice President, Plattsburgh Alumni Association. Miss Anna Liem, a member of the College Council. Mr. Ahmed Metwali, Student Association President and member of the College Council. Dr. Ray Carman, Chair of the Faculty Senate and Associate Professor of Political Science. Dr. Sandra Rizak, Presiding Officer of the Faculty and Associate Professor and Chair of Sociology. Dr. Denise Simard, Dean of the School of Education, Health and Human Services. Dr. Jeannie Babb, Interim Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences. Dr. Brian Newruther, Interim Dean of the School of Business and Economics. Ms. Josie LaRochelle, Vice President, Administration and Finance. And Dr. Richard Miller, Interim Vice President, Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. Please welcome our platform guests. We would not be here today if it were not for the scholars and mentors who have supported today's graduates. I would like to recognize the many faculty and staff members who have guided this graduating class through a rigorous course of academic study. Would the faculty and staff please stand? Graduates, this is your opportunity to show them your appreciation. Next, I want to recognize the families, friends, and loved ones of today's graduates, both in attendance and watching on live stream. Your investment in the lives made a difference and led to the place that they are here today. Graduates, please recognize these special people in your life. Now I want to turn my attention to our graduates and take a moment to thank you for attending SUNY Plattsburgh. We are an incredibly better place because of your presence on this campus. For all of you, your college experience has been incredibly challenging and incredibly tough with 27 months of COVID protocols and COVID precautions. You have persevered, you have overcome, which is cause for celebration. You have demonstrated what Cardinal Strong truly means. Your peers commend you and they celebrate with you, as do I. We are all so very proud of you. I also want to commend you for your activism and attention to matters of diversity, inclusion, and social justice. As a campus, we are working to be a leader for others to follow. Your role in growing this effort has been critical. You will take the opportunities and experiences you've had and achieve much. We are proud of each of you and you who have graduated, especially our first generation students who are graduating today. At this moment, in this arena, I want you to know how proud I am of each of your accomplishments. Congratulations to each and every one of you. The State University of New York awards a limited number of degrees to persons of outstanding achievement who have been recommended by the campus president, the faculty, and eminent university-wide committee on honorary degrees. Today, we are recognizing Dr. Neville Strumpf, a member of the nursing class of 1969. Dr. Strumpf, please join me at the lectern. Dr. Strumpf, you have served as a professor of nursing, a dean, and founder and director of the University of Pennsylvania School, Center of Gerontological Nursing Research, and its Hartford Foundation Center of Geriatric Nursing Excellence. Under your leadership and innovative scholarship, Penn Nursing was among the first to integrate gerontology into its undergraduate curriculum. Your long work with research partner, Dr. Lewis K. Evans, demonstrated that the routine use of physical restraints was dangerous for older people. You testified before Congress, wrote papers, and worked with professional organizations and regulatory agencies to advocate for restraint-free care. By 2000, restraint-free care was widely recognized as the standard of practice, especially in nursing homes. Your other research has focused on quality of life for older cancer patients, access to services for older adults who are refugees, end-of-life care in nursing homes, and prevention of falls. In recognition of your decades of service as an educator, a researcher, and a nationally regarded advocate whose work has led to life-changing and practice-shifting results, the State University of New York is proud to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa. Congratulations.
Good morning. Should I be, maybe I should, I think I should be standing up. Greetings, President Angetti, esteemed faculty, family and friends, and the SUNY Plattsburgh class of 2022. I am truly honored to stand before you as a proud Plattsburgh graduate, class of 1969. Yes, 53 years ago, I sat where you are sitting today. At the time, I could not have imagined, would never have even considered, that I might be the recipient of an honorary degree from the place where my journey began as a nurse. On that day, I expect my thoughts were mostly where yours are now, on leaving my friends, separating from the parental safety net, and beginning a career. The commencement program for 1969 naturally listed the students graduating with honors. There was 1 summa cum laude, 4 magna cum laude, and 26 cum laude. I was not part of this elite group. Yet here I am before you, humbly receiving an honorary degree. Our destiny is shaped by many people and the contextual events surrounding our lives. My parents, both of whom were nurses who served in the front lines of Europe during World War II, were certainly part of my decision to choose nursing as a career. They insisted that I be a college-educated nurse, still quite rare in the 1960s. I also had an adored 5th grade teacher, Norman McGrattan. He was a Plattsburgh graduate, class of 1953, and a generous alum. Some of you are likely beneficiaries of his endowed scholarship. We stayed in touch over all these years. Had he not died recently at 97, Norman would have been here on the platform with us today. I am incredibly grateful that some of my classmates from '69 are here, either in the audience or watching live stream. I was privileged to participate in an innovative and extraordinarily demanding curriculum that included a rigorous set of basic science courses, a university-wide 3-year requirement in the humanities, and an intensive clinical component that in our junior year took us to hospitals in Montreal. My class was the first to travel during our junior year via a bus equipped with headsets and microphones so we could have pre- and post-conferences while traveling to and from Canada. We grabbed a bagged breakfast from the dining hall, and we were on the bus at 6:30 a.m., back in Plattsburgh by late afternoon, just in time for dinner. I did not realize it at the time, but Plattsburgh provided me with so many tools for life: discipline, resilience, tolerance, and even an ability to study into the night and still have fun on weekends. The world we inhabited, just as our world today, was turbulent. Protests for civil rights, several assassinations of national figures, Vietnam, student unrest, political upheaval, a man on the moon, Woodstock. It was a heady time in which to grow up and to find oneself. But what I remember most was the joy and deeply enduring friendships. Every single one of us came from somewhere in New York State at a time when tuition was very low. Many of us were the first in our families to receive a college education. Unfortunately, we were not very diverse, in fact, hardly diverse at all, and we were not global. The diversity of faces before us gives me great hope. I know each one of you brings to this moment a unique story, and that you will take what you have learned here to new places. May you use your hard-earned education and newly acquired skills in critical thinking to hone a personal social compact, regardless of your field, dedicated to justice, respect, peace, democracy, and a sustainable planet. Often we don't grasp what we have just received until much later. But trust me, if you choose, you can make a difference simply by doing something. Something that you love, maybe something unknown right now, but truly meaningful later, that will have impact on someone or many someones, someplace, sometime, somewhere. I did not know in 1969 that my first position as a staff nurse at a hospital in New York City would lead to an interest in gerontology or to a doctoral degree. It was a chance encounter with an older nurse mentor who convinced me and a colleague at the University of Pennsylvania to do something about the abhorrent practice of physically restraining older patients in hospitals and nursing homes. As overwhelming as it seemed at the time to change an embedded clinical practice, we eventually did so by demonstrating through research that physical restraint was truly harmful to the well-being of the person, and that there were actually interventions that could safely eliminate the need for physical restraint. Our work was transformative with regard to nursing home regulations and standards of care in hospitals. By the time you reach the age of 75, as I will next week, hard to believe, but, or long before that, I wish you the satisfaction of many achievements and maybe an honorary degree from your alma mater. One person in one place at one moment in one lifetime can touch hundreds of lives. Be fiercely kind, purposeful, and generous, and commit yourselves to changing the world just a little bit. I know you can, and I know you will, and you will have no regrets. Godspeed and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Strumpf. Now, Provost Herzog, please join me at the lectern.
We will now present the candidates for degrees. Because we believe each candidate should be formally and publicly recognized on this day of celebration, each will cross the stage to be congratulated. Dr. Anna Battagelli, Professor and Chair, English, and Ms. Elin O'Hara Gagne, Library Director, will announce each graduate's name. Will all of the candidates for degrees please stand? President Ignetti, on behalf of the faculty of the State University of New York College at Plattsburgh, I am pleased to recommend that these candidates for bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, and certificates be granted their degrees.
All right, this is very important. On the recommendation of the outstanding faculty, and by the virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees of the State University of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degree you have earned with all the rights, responsibilities, and privileges pertaining thereunto. Congratulations, graduates. You may be seated. The recipients of degrees will now come forward by individual row. Please follow the directions on when to stand in advance.
Hayden Hansen. Kayla Easton. Paola Manrique, summa cum laude. Riley Green. Claire Eastman, cum laude. Violet Baird Burrows. Cameron Ness. Daryl Bernier. Thank you. Alexander Small. Giovanni Labaca. Hannah Elizabeth Downs. Drew Gravel. Abigail Gagno, summa cum laude. Kaya Flynn. Christian Medina Botero. Michael Richard. Ariana Coolidge. Matt Araujo, cum laude. Mike Farunga. Christian De Felice. Peter Mullen. Tanner Tobias, cum laude. Justin Rokovich. Francis Byrne. Donald Palumbo, summa cum laude. Shane Will. Alara Martin, summa cum laude. Faith Rogers, summa cum laude. Kelsey Rombach, magna cum laude. Taylor Nims. Nina Maas, magna cum laude. Morgan Mahar, magna cum laude. Kara Boye, summa cum laude. Megan Lambert, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Aldis, cum laude. Milagros Smith, cum laude. Anaya Lynn Westbay. Brandon Wells. Shannon Curtin. Erica Coleman. Jared Valian. Jeremy Fithian, cum laude. Hauk. Danielle Hauk. Kaylin Ferrari. Parker Gill, magna cum laude. Tara McGovern, magna cum laude. Kristen Cariello, magna cum laude. Adriana Moran, magna cum laude. Alexa Cariella, magna cum laude. Meron Johannes Mengistu. Bethany Simpson Mandy. Kelsey Lapointe, cum laude. Erica Haley, cum laude. Alana Penny. Alyssa Lasky, cum laude. Caroline Bagby. Alex Rhine, summa cum laude. Thank you. Brianna Miller. Julia Drolette, summa cum laude. Sarah Huffner, cum laude. Tyler Light, magna cum laude. Luis Oquendo. Isabel Flora Miller, cum laude. Ashley St. John. Brianna Cool. Kaylee Wilkinson, magna cum laude. Joyce Zhang, summa cum laude. Ben Alliger. Dawson Dupree. Lori Banker. Jacob Furr. Trevor DiCarlo. Marissa Parmiter. We're doing fine. Meredith Hazard. Michael Nelson. Dvorak. Nick Dvorak, magna cum laude. Martha Figueroa. Mary Lou Andrades. Jacob Desso. Derek Bernard, magna cum laude. Elizabeth Trudeau, summa cum laude. Rachel Campshire. Jason Fernandez. Desiree Blair. Hannah Sager. Maya Gustave, cum laude. Erica Cygnus, cum laude.
Kelsey Thompson. Matthew Garcia. Andrew Renfro. Ashley Lauren Anderson, magna cum laude. Thomas Orzek. Abigail Jock. Jake Tersolino. Hunter Bayshard. Sarah Aravello. Ashley Strack, cum laude. Brianna Bushy, cum laude. Alexia Laspina, cum laude. Kathleen Watt, cum laude. Alexis Domini, cum laude. Mary Kate Sweet, magna cum laude. Stephanie Wozniak, summa cum laude. Jason Hartglass. Christopher Mendoza. Zachary Warshaw. Cheyenne Dubray. Joseph S.B. Vanier. Morgan Holland. Ryan Kurtz. Andrea Quadros Vera. Connor Case, summa cum laude. Lillian Potter, summa cum laude. Shayla Ormsby, magna cum laude. Cecile McFarlane, summa cum laude. Marley Thompson. Daniel Arroyo, cum laude. Natalie Denuzzo, cum laude. Angel Sanchez. Francisco Cruz. Sean Nazario. Jennifer Jones. Curvance Jasmine. Chelsea St. Thomas. Morgan Lamica, cum laude. Madeline Dolger. Sarah Buck Morell, magna cum laude. Emiliano Rosales. Danico Victor. Brian Basili. Jenna Santa Barbara, cum laude. Maya King, cum laude. Madison Fitzgerald, cum laude. Morgan Thomas, magna cum laude. Erin Morris, magna cum laude. Angelique Moore. Naomi Hodgson, magna cum laude. Courtney Tadrose. Jeremiah Von Borstel, summa cum laude. Aditya Padwardan. Christina Coleman. Mukul Chabra. Okay. Johan Silvanus, cum laude. Clarice Kennelly, magna cum laude. Willie Mackenzie Corley, summa cum laude. Sabrina Brianna Nunez. Jared Bigness. Mark Anderson. Tiara Gonzalez. Dakota Gilbert. Caitlin Dunham, magna cum laude. Mia Monroe, magna cum laude. Nicholas Carpenter. Jacob Finn. Nicholas Lawler, cum laude. Matthew Chu. Carrie Murphy, cum laude. Gabrielle McCullen. Lauren Safford. Brittany Hartman. Miguel Abele.
It is just Christopher and then Cameron.
Christopher Camardella. Zane Bazzano. Randy Pulsifer. Jadzia Briggs, magna cum laude. Samantha Maza. Kaylee Brack. Maura Sullivan, summa cum laude. Will Brannigan. Stephanie Kozlowski. Krista Novello. Samantha DiLorenzo. Mo Dar, cum laude. Frank Rodriguez. Bianca Lynch, magna cum laude. Talia Lynch, magna cum laude. Sakurako Fujina. Zena Walker. Richard McCann. Vianne Palad, cum laude. Rebecca Block, magna cum laude. Angela Zada. Gabriel Abassi. Rory Fisher, cum laude. Jamie Lee. Marissa Peters, magna cum laude. Jessica Thelwell. Angelique Hammy. Gregory Roars.
Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, Cardinals. It is a tradition at SUNY Plattsburgh to invite a member of the graduating class to offer remarks on behalf of their fellow students. Senior Gregory Roars is a nursing major from Greece, New York. He is a proud member of 2 honor societies, Phi Kappa Phi National Honor Society and Sigma Theta Tau International Honor Society of Nursing, and will be graduating with a 4.0 grade point average. But wait, there's more. Gregory is a father of 5, works full-time as a traveling emergency department nurse, and so we are so pleased to have Gregory speak with us this morning. Gregory, the lectern is yours.
Thank you very much, President Agnetti. I would like to thank the President and the Honors Council for the honor and privilege of speaking to this incredible student body today. Thank you to our distinguished guests, our faculty and friends, and the family members, both here and online, for being here to support today's graduates. It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to Commencement Day at SUNY Plattsburgh. Thank you for the contributions that each of you has made towards making today's celebration possible. I would like to say a special thank you to my wife, Melina, and my mother, Faye, and my children at home for their patience and support and for believing in me. Fellow graduates, a few years ago, you stood at the base of a mountain and you looked up at what would be a journey towards bettering yourself here at Plattsburgh. You started out on a path that would take you over unknown terrain in an unfamiliar place and present you with unseen obstacles. Despite any fear or uncertainty, you stepped forward and you started climbing. You faced unique challenges during the pandemic that no one could have prepared you for. For example, all those awkward Zoom meetings. In time, you adapted to the terrain and you found your way. Each accomplishment bolstered your courage and steeled your resolve. Each new milestone was met with both academic and personal growth. You leaned into challenges and you pressed on when it was hard. You did not give up. In spite of the challenges, in spite of COVID, today you stand on the summit of that mountain and you plant your flag in it. Look at how much you have achieved. You were courageous and you proved to yourself that you could do it. And the result is a new confidence that will stay with you always. For a long time now, we've been looking up, focused on reaching the top of this mountain. The time has come for us to raise our heads once again, to look out across the world and find our next mountain, because we are not done. We are mountain climbers now, and we know that we can do it again. Maybe your next mountain will be in the form of a new job or an internship, the first class toward your next degree, or the journey of honing and mastering your newfound skill set. You might feel some of the same butterflies in your stomach that you did your first time here at Plattsburgh, but you have an advantage this time. This time, you bring with you the fruits of all the hard work you did here, the lessons you learned and the skills you mastered. You also bring the personal growth that took place and the confidence that you gained. These are all new tools in your tool belt as you begin your next climb. The courage you had in the beginning has now become a fire-tested confidence in yourself that you can and will succeed. For many of us over the last few years, there was a constant struggle to balance life and school. There were hard lessons in self-discipline. The many hours we devoted to studying were hours not spent with friends and family. Personally, I have a full-time job and a wife and children at home. For me, the struggle was coming home from 12-hour shifts and opening my books. It was staying home to study when my kids are going to the park, and it was writing papers while everyone else is watching a movie together. Each of you made sacrifices as well, trying to fit a work schedule and a school schedule together, staying in at night when your friends are going out, or not making it home to visit friends and family as often as you would have liked. It was a sacrifice, but it was a worthy sacrifice because it brought us to where we are today. In closing, I would like to leave you with a challenge. As you embark on your next adventure, commit to reconnecting with the people in your life. Let's not make the mistake of becoming so laser-focused on the next objective that we forget about the people around us or accept the state of relationships the way they are. Also, maintain the friendships that you have made here, especially with those classmates who may soon become your colleagues. School may be ending, but the connections we have made are not. No matter how busy you get, there's always time for coffee. And you will never look back and regret time spent with those who matter most. I wish you all success and happiness as you go forth to conquer your next mountain. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2022. And now, I am honored to mark this passage for the class of 2022. Please rise. On the count of three, please join me in moving your tassels from the right side of your mortarboards to the left over your heart, your true home, your alma mater, SUNY Plattsburgh. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, class of 2022.
Thank you, Gregory. Now, Matt Veach, a member of the class of 1994 and second vice president of the Plattsburgh Alumni Association, will offer some remarks to the graduates. And graduates, you may sit down. Matthew?
Thank you very much, President Agnetti. On behalf of the Plattsburgh Alumni Association, it is my pleasure to congratulate the class of 2022. The Plattsburgh Alumni Association is the official organization of the college's 71,000 alumni. Our mission is to enhance alumni connections with the college and to actively support the SUNY Plattsburgh student experience, especially with regard to career and life preparation. I know that I speak for my colleagues on the Alumni Board when I offer you my sincere congratulations, and I tell you that we are most hopeful that you will continue your involvement with your alma mater. You have an important role as alumni of SUNY Plattsburgh. We hope you will help us to ensure students following in your footsteps will also enjoy the Plattsburgh experience we are celebrating today. Stay in touch and come back for your first homecoming weekend, October 14th and 15th, 2022. I wish you good luck and congratulations and welcome to the Plattsburgh Alumni Association. Thank you.
To our graduates, when you walked into this room this morning, you were students. Now you are officially alumni of this incredible university. So again, extending my congratulations to each and every one of you. And to reflect on the comments we heard earlier from graduate Rohr, you all made sacrifices, and I know it was worth it. So congratulations. I want to also end this ceremony by wishing each of you, our graduates, much success in your careers and your lives. And to our guests, family members, loved ones, thank you for being here today. Please wait until the graduates, faculty, and platform party have left the auditorium, and then you may find your special person outside for a photograph. Congratulations again. Thank you for being here today. You did it, Cardinals.